The Bobble Bozoids versus the Hot Dumplings. Dumplings on the left, Bozoids on the right. Bozoids just coming up from Division 2 from last season. They came up by winning Division 2 overall from the playoffs, whereas the Dumplings, it took some doing, but they did end up staying up in Division 1. But they have strengthened now with Pendu being brought back into the server. And it's looking to carry the polls to a playoff this time around. We're also looking to go heavy, stopping Blef from getting a ball downfield. Does work out, gets bumped towards bottom item, but Blef would outcamp him anyway. It's going to be Pendu who's going to get this in anyway here. The person called Bozos is actually Dread, but not Bozos is Bozos, which is annoying enough. But looking to try and combine here for a pass. It's Dread who's, in fact, it's going to be Bozos looking to pass it with himself. Wall being used, but might still sneak around. Doesn't though. Goes all the way around. It's going to head towards the top post. It's not going to go in though. It's going to get stopped from going by that top post. Now, Bozos is going to look to try and clear this one away by hitting off the back wall and out. Pendu still looking to go straight to see if he can get a bump from Dread into a wall, not wall, even if the ramp being used. It's going to bounce the ball outwards slightly as the ramp's placed inside the ball. The ball bounces straight out, causing the Dread to hit that ball onto post instead, and it keeps out for Pendu to tap it and to take the goal lead after 4 turns. And now Bozoids looking to try half to get a goal back from this kickoff, but looking just to do a normal rush kickoff, just shooting it down right now. 2 balls aiming it down, are all just aiming down. Blasting them to try and counter us as Pendu looks to try and get the item on the bottom here. Gets all the way through, gets blocked by Blef, but Bozos stops it from getting further into their own half. Stays in the Dumplings half for now. And the Bozos is going to be one to try and force this ball further into the bomb to potentially pass it out towards the center. Ready for a future turn, but Pendu's going to stop out, going to get behind the ball. Just bounce it back, comes off the bottom wall, straight back up to Pendu. Beach ball in hand now as well. Could potentially be used here to cause some carnage on the field. Looking to just shoot it straight down into the bottom wall, see if it's going to get deflected back into their own goal by the Bozos. Beach ball there being used as the Bozos are going to bounce it into their own half. It does get deflected just enough. It's going to just keep going into their own half. Both Dread even there to stop it. Going to get bounced off and Bo. Let's get back in Pendu's possession here. Pendu looking to go top item, left item towards the bottom as Pendu's middle bubbles looking to just get the bumps on Dread and Bozos, stopping them from getting the ball off the wall. Doesn't really work out fully, but Blef is still behind it though. To take possession, gets it off the wall from himself. If he did have a ramp or a boost, it would have been very useful to have the ball off the wall, but not when they've not got an item for it. They do have a ghost, but it's not going to be very useful here. It's Dread even looking to try and get this ball around a Blef. Back bobble goes all the way around. But Bozos to redirects it off the bottom wall as well. Rolls straight past Blef into the bottom post. Savo in front of the Dumplings goal. But Bozoids don't have anything they can use here to stop this ball from getting deflected away and trying to get the ball in the goal for himself as the goal swap being used here by the Dumplings. Blef now just got to shoot it into an open net. The back Blef following up just in case it goes wide. And this surely is just a second goal here after 10 turns here for the Hot Dumplings. There we go, Blef passing it himself. Gets the tap in needed. Absolutely no Bozoids in the way to try and make a save from that goal swap. Slant kickoff being chosen here by the Bozoids to allow them to get the item at the top. They're looking to play slow as well in the center, as the Dumplings are looking to all commit into the ball here to force this ball away from their slow play. See if they can either sneak this ball through for a potential goal or take possession ready for next turn. They're looking instead. We've got possession here. Blef straight behind the ball with both bobbles here. Can he try and pinch himself to get this ball through the Dread and Barbosa's defense here. Looking here to just hit this ball up towards the top wall. Sneak it past Dread. Make a passing play with himself. Pendu's trying. Doesn't come through. But Barbosa's still behind the ball. Or Dread even behind the ball to try and stop Pendu from ending game 1 early here. We're just looking to shoot this towards the top post. Dread's going to go slow behind it to make the save. Redirecting into the bumper. Gets cleared out, but it's still in front of the face of goal. Dread's in front of it and get a block on Pendu, but could easily just be bumped straight back in the ball. But instead, Pendu's going to look now to just go for item position instead. No one's going to get bumped. May as well go for items over Pendu. Looks to go to yellow card position, as they do have a yellow card in hand now. As Bozos is going to be the one, like Dread's going to be the one to try and just take the central shot all the way through. But Pendu's there to make the save whilst also being in the yellow card position here. That back of the Bozos or Bobble furthest upfield right now. Can't really get a bump on Pendu to stop it. Yellow card being used here then. Bozos looking to go full power on the ball. Same with Dread, as Pendu's going to be one to try and just get the shot through. As Bless going to stop that ball from going up towards the top wall by just sitting just above it. Is it going to sneak all the way through? Doesn't. Dread tries to hit it up towards the top wall, but Bless stops it in its path. Now Bless looking to stop this ball in case they're trying to hit it upwards by going and trying to hit it down, but it's going to go straight in the path of Dread. It's going further downfield. But Bozos' other Bobble down towards item position now has the opportunity to shoot this. They do have a red card they can use on Blef here as well, which will allow it just to be Pendu with a soul bubble to try and save it. Will they use the red card, or will they just try and count the blessings and hope that Blef doesn't save it? No red card being used, and Blef's going to make the save, hitting it down towards the bottom wall. Now Blef looking to do a passing play for himself. But Bozos going to be one to try and intercept this. Now going to go slow. But slow play is not going to really work out for them. They're not going to get behind the ball on time. Goo being used anyway to stop them in case they were going with speed. But Dread makes the interception needed. Bounces up off the top wall. Spins back in front of the Dumplings goal at the end of the box there. And Blef looking to just clear this away into the top bumper. Pendu's looking to follow it. Big bumper is being used. Can they get the big bumper goal? Pendu just misses the angle. Took all the way around into the Bozoids bumper instead. It's going to go straight back to nearly the exact same starting position it was in. But they have picked up a vital boost now as well. They could end up using this to allow this ball to get cleared away by just placing the boost on the bottom side of the ball to get rid of any potential defenders. Red card being used as well here by the Bozoids to allow themselves to have an open goal to score in. The boost has been placed prematurely here by Blef. It's rotating to see if he can get an auto on it to get the ball away. He can't get the auto though. Now looking though to use it on the Bozos to stop the Bozos from getting the shot away, but all that happens is they delay the inevitable for one more turn. Pendu now frantically looking to try and scorp himself into the Bozos back bobble to stop them from making the straight on shot. Might not be enough here though. In fact, no, it is going to be enough actually. They get the Scorpion to change the angle of the Bozos' shot. Yellow card instantly picked up as well. All four Bozoid players diving up the field for the open goal, and now Pendu has an open goal of his own to try and score in, looking to shoot this up off the top wall here to try and end the game here. The bounce all the way around, but it's going to go off the top post, but it bounces straight back for Pendu to try and put it in, and for second time of asking, it's only Dread here on the back line to try and save it. And Pendu's looking to punch it through. Will they get past the Dread bubble in the back here? It's not going to. The Bozoids just cling on. Bozos is set up perfectly to try and go for a bumper shot, but right now that bumper shot is not coming through, I don't believe. I think if I make any connection here, just gonna hit this ball towards, well, just straight downwards towards the bottom wall instead. Changing angle for the last second, allowing him to make better connection, but it's not enough to angle it on goal, so it's gonna go straight back into the Dumplings bumper. It's just gonna clear all the way back towards top item position. Dread's gonna be the one to pick up the item here, as Pendu's looking to just get behind the ball ready for next turn to allow himself to potentially get a shot away. His Blef doing the same too, whilst also looking to bump the top right corner Dread Bobble. The Bozoids have committed 2 bobbles behind the ball here to stop the Dumplings clearing it downfield. Pendu and Blef looking to see if they can force this ball all the way around. They have forced it past the 2 defenders, but it's not enough power to put it past the Dread Bubble camping in the goal line. Now going to get a free clear onto the bumper. Going to see if they can try and shoot this all the way around off the bumper and in. Pendu's looking to read it in case. Now going in now. Goo being used as well. Can Dread get this shot away by hitting it downfield? Can't get it. Angles it too far upwards. It's now just in the top left corner instead. Left now looking to get behind the ball whilst also hitting it off the wall a bit, as they have got a ramp picked up now, which if they can just get this ball off the wall and get behind it without a defender in front of it, we would have an opportunity to score, but Blef just ends up rocketing himself off the stationary ball instead. Now Blef's looking to try and get this ball downfield instead, but both Dread even's going to look to try and go off the wall to get a defense. Blef's going to try and go for bumpers for Bozos. And in fact, that's even Dread again. Just going back whilst getting the item. Yellow card being picked up. Can be used at any moment to stop a potential attack or create an attack of her own. But Pendu's going to camp it just in case. Dread looking, and then pass for Bozos looking to try and get the ball all around Blef. Can't get it, the ball comes out, finding off that top wall, but not out enough for Dumplings to have potential to use their ramp here. The Bozos, Dread even still just behind the ball. Stop the usage. Pendu's just gonna go straight in the ball in case they do fast play. That's gonna go all the way up towards the top right bumper, but not enough for it to go in. I'm way too tired for this crap, man. Pendu looking to just get that ball off that bumper to pass it down in front of the goal, as Dread is going to be one, like both just looking to try and get that ball cleared off the bumper. Doesn't work out for them in their favour, but instead it's going to be Pendu one to clear it out a bit for them, but now just in front of the face of goal. Red card being picked up as well here by the Bozoids, so they can use both at the same time as well. If needed to try and create an attack, they could use red card on one of those 2 bottom wall bubbles here to allow themselves to get a bump on Pendu. Pendu is going to be using his ramp to stop the Bozos from making a save. Dread's coming off the bumper to see if they can get a miracle save. A stroke of fortune, but they can't find it, as Pendu just finds the back of the net to win game 1 here 3-0 against the helpless Bozoids. Now it's the Dumplings' turn to play on the right side, Bozoids on the left. Pendu looking to shoot this just direct off the bottom wall shot. Bozos going to try and read it, though, hit it off, but doesn't come to anything in the end. Just stays towards the central area. Pendu looking to get the shot just off the bottom wall and round, as Blef's looking to get a bump here on the Bozos to allow that shot to come through. Was also trying to not get bumped himself into the way of the shot. Goes all the way around. Goes past the back dread Bobble. And Pendu gets the opener after 2 turns. Just gets the correct angle on that bump to stop the bozos from getting bumped back into the ball whilst also not being bumped into its trajectory at the same time. And Dread's back one just can't make the read needed to get the save. Ramp being picked up as well instantly here by the Dumplings. Pendu going straight. Pendu could potentially just use it right here, right now to get an early second goal after 3 turns. Just place it right behind the ball. Gonna do it. The bozos gets bombed. It's going all the way through towards the top post, and that's gonna be the second after 3 turns here. Will we have a sub-10 turn game in game 2 here between the Bozoids and the Dumplings? Bozoids once again looking to go for forward kickoff formation, but this time we do have a big head in hand, which could allow them to score a goal here. Pendu's gonna be one diving downwards, potentially make the save to stop it, but they've forgotten to use the big head, and Pendu's make the reflection anyway. Just goes into the bottom left bumper and goes all the way back towards the top left. Left now looking to go for the off-wall shot in case the bozos looks to go for a bump instead. And that's Dread, but Dread looking to hit the ball here. Big head being used now of all times. Okay. So, whatever. Kind of wasteful, but whatever. You're getting an item, I guess, but whatever. Now Bozos looking to just hit this down again into bottom wall. It's going to bounce straight back upwards though. The left's going to try and read it with this top bubble, see if he can angle it towards the goal. Can't. And it ends up getting rammed straight into his own half by Dread, who comes off the bumper. Pendu gets item spawn at the top, but the Bozos has a ghost in hand. Is probably going to use it here to cycle and get a new item, whilst also making sure the Dumplings can't get one of their own. As the ghost being used. Bozos going straight in the ball. Pendu going slow behind it to absorb all the power from that clearance. It's going to do the exact same again. It's going to stick on this bottom wall for now. Two Pendus behind the ball. He can get the item spawn too. If Bozos tries to put any power on this ball right now, it's going to end up in his own goal. Playing it more intelligently while going slow behind it to stop potential goal from the Dumplings. But will it be enough here? It comes all the way around. The top bubble ends up putting the ball back into the Bozos, who, the speed from that ball deflects him back into the bottom wall, and he ricochets it into his own goal after 8 turns. Like 9 turns even, for the Dumplings to get a perfect 3-0 sweep. 3-0 game 1, 3-0 game 2.